You have 27. Menu narration. Menu narration option is set to off.
Customize what your Madden experience will be. This is just a rough draft. You can come back and change these in the settings menu.
takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And this defense, they have come to play. 2nd straight loss to start the game.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Keanu Benton there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 37
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Allen goes with a pop pass. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Gain of 3 yards. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Brown 80! What's up?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
It's a loss of 8.
Alex Highsmith, he gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more. Alex Highsmith getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. Loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL. On EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. He'll be taken down well short of the first down, gain of about 4. That brings up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Allen will throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They've had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up. This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Allen going to throw here on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Rodgers moving outside the pocket. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. Tre'Davious White in coverage. Knocks that one away.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The Bills
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's second down.
You know, it's hard
and
to
10.
speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative...
And the pressure, too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Austin brought in motion. The master of play action, Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. It's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
TJ Watt there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here comes second and
at
4.
the 45-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Allen on third down, and that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Calvin Austin, deep for the Steelers. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Tied for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one's good for 29.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On first and 10, it's Warren. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Bills.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills are going to open up the lead to 8.
Steelers 2. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
First and 10, and it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Jordan Boyer on the tackle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
From
and
the
1.
29, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
First down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. And we can see the results.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run with Warren, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Jaylen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are at all time here in the 3rd quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Here's the handoff to Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 36 yards.
27-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. On the move left. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Headed left, buying time.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And the score remains level. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Rodgers to throw. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away. You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score Bills 17, Steelers 10. Matt Prater set to kick
So the
off.
lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. Play action now with Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere. If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Steelers' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
The Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Here's a second and 9.
Round 80!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pass complete right right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. On play action, here's Allen. Throw across his body is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Round 80.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
On third down, here's Davis.
Number 22, Ray Davis, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 7. It's
The
fourth
offense
down.
not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Allen gonna throw for it. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Bills. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Chill, right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like in, take a breath, and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you ever out in dark hallways? This place I kissed, I made the day. I say, play the track from your record collection. It's your mission.
guess I'm Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse. Swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers. Bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Cook's full extension, it's complete. And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On play action, Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. That is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's 2nd and 10.
319.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open.
They've got his man complete. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Now Allen. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself, and that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Allen to throw once more. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it, but third down coming up.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's Allen. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard
Throwing is Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Allen and the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. Warren will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On the return, Austin. Oh, look at the juke. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They fake the give. Now Rodgers lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On play action, Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 13. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Derek Harmon busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. On play action, Allen throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. To the air, Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
Cook going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Again, it's Cook. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir from 4 yards out. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Fourth down.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Now he's going to step up and run. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
On play action, now Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point in something good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And shoves him off at the 20. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here comes 2nd down. A handoff for Warren. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
319.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
319.
Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Rodgers to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Rodgers now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to...
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Harmon, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 7.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Results in a fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing now is Rodgers. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess. The football and turn it into a catch. Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series broke everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Here's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field.